Imagine you're standing at the edge of tomorrow, holding the keys to your future happiness. But what if I told you that 6 invisible thieves are quietly stealing those keys from your pocket right now? What if the choices you're making today are secretly writing a story you never wanted to live? Your future self is sitting somewhere, 20 years from now, either thanking you or wondering why you didn't listen. The difference between those two realities isn't luck. It isn't talent. It's the wisdom to see these silent destroyers before they rob you blind. Every single day, millions of people wake up and unknowingly feed the very monsters that will devour their dreams. They think they're living freely, but they're actually prisoners to patterns that seem harmless today, but become chains tomorrow. Here's the beautiful truth. You have power. Right here, right now, you have the ability to change everything. But first, you need to see what's been hiding in your blind spots. These aren't just mistakes. They're dream killers dressed as normal life. They whisper sweet lies about having plenty of time, about taking the easy road, about putting off what matters most. But time has a way of turning whispers into screams of regret. The person you're becoming is shaped by the choices you're making today. Every decision is a vote for the kind of life you want to live. And some votes, my friend, are stealing your elections without you even knowing it. I've watched too many beautiful souls reach their 40s and 50s, looking back with tears in their eyes, saying, "If only I had known." Their hearts carry the weight of roads not taken, of health ignored, of toxic people tolerated, of dreams postponed until they withered away. But you get to be different. You get to be the one who saw the trap before stepping in it. You get to be the hero of your own story, not the victim of your own choices. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 6 life destroyers that are probably operating in your life right now. These aren't theories. They're truth bombs that will either wake you up or leave you exactly where you are. Your comfort zone is not your friend. Your excuses are not your protection. Your future is not guaranteed. But your power to change, that's real, that's now, and that's everything. So, if you're ready to stop sleepwalking through life and start building the tomorrow you actually want to live in, then buckle up. We're about to take a journey that could save your entire future. Don't skip any part of this video. Your future self is counting on every word. Number 1. Ignoring your health now. Your body is whispering to you every single day, but you've learned to turn up the volume on everything else. You think you're young, you think you're invincible, you think you have forever to care about the temple that houses your soul. You brush off the fatigue as just tired, dismiss the aches as getting older, and ignore the warning signs as no big deal. But your body keeps score. Every late night scrolling through social media while your cells cry out for repair. Every skipped meal replaced by coffee and willpower. Every "I'll start tomorrow" promise broken. It's all being recorded in the ledger of your future. Your 20s and 30s might feel bulletproof, but your 40s and 50s will present the bill with interest compounded by time. The harsh reality is that health debt accumulates faster than financial debt, and the interest rate is your quality of life. That energy drink today becomes chronic anxiety tomorrow. That fast food convenience becomes inflammation that steals your joy. That just one more episode at midnight becomes the depression that makes mornings feel impossible. Health isn't just about looking good in photos or fitting into jeans, though society has convinced you that's all it's about. It's about having the energy to chase your dreams when opportunity knocks at 3 a.m. It's about being present for the moments that matter instead of being too tired, too sick, or too broken to show up for your own life. It's about having the mental clarity to make decisions that align with your values instead of being clouded by brain fog and exhaustion. The cruel irony is that we sacrifice our health to build our wealth, then spend our wealth trying to buy back our health. We work ourselves into the ground to afford a life we're too exhausted to enjoy. We trade our vitality for validation, our wellness for wealth, and our energy for achievements that mean nothing when we're too sick to celebrate them. We become rich in everything except the one thing that makes it all worthwhile: the capacity to actually live. Your future self won't care about the extra hours you worked if you can't walk upstairs without getting winded. They won't thank you for the fast food and energy drinks if diabetes is stealing their joy one meal at a time. They won't appreciate the sleep you skipped if anxiety and depression have become their daily companions, whispering lies about worthlessness in the quiet hours when your overworked mind finally tries to rest. The healthcare system profits from your neglect. They want you to believe that sickness is inevitable, that decline is natural, that pills are the only answer to problems that prevention could have solved. They've turned your body into their business model and your ignorance into their income. They benefit when you ignore the whispers so they can treat the screams later. But here's what's beautiful. Your body wants to heal. It wants to thrive. It wants to be your greatest ally in creating the life you dream about. It's designed for resilience, programmed for recovery, built for strength. Every healthy choice you make today is a love letter to your future self. Every workout is an investment in tomorrow's adventures. Every nutritious meal is a deposit in the bank of longevity. Every good night's sleep is a reset button for your potential. Your energy is your most precious currency, more valuable than money, more important than status, more critical than any achievement. Without it, money becomes meaningless paper you're too tired to spend. Relationships suffer under the weight of your exhaustion. Dreams crumble because you lack the strength to build them. Success without health is just a beautiful lie you tell yourself while your body dies slowly. The most successful people in the world, the ones who sustain their success, who enjoy their wealth, who maintain their relationships, understand that health is the foundation everything else is built on. Without it, empires crumble, love fades, and legacy becomes irrelevant. Start small, but start today. Drink water like it's liquid life, because it is. Move your body not because you hate how it looks, but because you love how it feels. Choose sleep over scrolling, because rest is where dreams are born and energy is restored. Your health doesn't need perfection, it needs consistency. It needs you to remember that taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's sacred. Treat your body like the miracle it is, because without it, warrior, you are nothing. Number 2. Chasing everyone's approval. You've become a slave to applause that never comes. You're living your life like a performer on a stage where the audience keeps changing the rules, and you keep dancing faster, hoping someone will finally clap loud enough to drown out the silence in your soul. But here's the heartbreaking truth. The approval you're chasing is a mirage in the desert of your identity. Every time you think you're getting close, it moves further away. Every time you twist yourself into a pretzel to please someone else, you lose another piece of who you really are until you're left holding fragments of a person you don't even recognize. You were born with a unique song inside your heart, a melody that only you can sing. But you've been singing everyone else's tune for so long that you've forgotten your own rhythm. You've traded your authentic voice for the echo of other people's expectations, and now you're living in the hollow space between who you are and who they want you to be. The most tragic prison is the one we build with our need to be liked. You say yes when every fiber of your being screams no. You smile when you want to cry. You follow paths that feel wrong in your bones just because they look right to people who don't even know your real name. And slowly, quietly, your true self suffocates under the weight of who you think you should be. Social media has weaponized approval seeking and turned it into a 24/7 addiction. Every like becomes a hit of validation that leaves you hungry for more. Every comment becomes proof that you matter. Every share becomes evidence that you exist. You're measuring your worth by numbers on a screen instead of the fire burning in your spirit. But what if I told you that the people whose approval you're desperately seeking are too busy seeking approval themselves to even notice your performance? What if the audience you're trying to impress is just as lost, just as scared, just as hungry for validation as you are? What if you're all just actors in each other's plays, forgetting to write your own stories? The need for approval turns you into a chameleon, changing colors based on who's watching. But chameleons don't have identities, they just have reactions. You become a reflection of other people's expectations instead of a revelation of your own truth. Your authentic self is not a rough draft waiting for other people's edits. You are not a democracy where everyone gets a vote on who you should become. You are a sovereign nation with the right to govern your own heart, make your own laws, and fly your own flag. The most magnetic people in the world are those who have stopped performing and started being. They attract the right people not by being perfect, but by being real. They've learned that losing fake friends is the price of finding true ones. They've discovered that disappointing the wrong people is necessary to delight the right ones. Stop auditioning for a role in someone else's play. Write your own script. Direct your own scenes. Be the star of your own story. Number 3. Wasting your 20s. Your 20s are not a practice round. They're the foundation of everything that comes after. But society has sold you a poisonous lie that these years are for figuring it out, for wandering aimlessly through life like a tourist in your own existence, for treating time like an endless resource you can spend as carelessly as pocket change. They've convinced you that your 20s are a dress rehearsal, a decade-long intermission before your real life begins. This is the most devastating myth ever perpetuated, and it's stealing the most precious years of your life. Time is the only currency that truly matters, and you can't earn more of it no matter how hard you work, how much you achieve, or how desperately you beg for another chance. Every day you waste scrolling through meaningless content is a day you can't get back. Every opportunity you postpone with, "I'll do it later," might never return with the same force. Every skill you delay learning compounds the gap between who you are and who you could become, creating a chasm that gets harder to cross with each passing year. Your brain is at its most flexible in your 20s, like wet clay ready to be molded into something magnificent. Neural pathways form faster, new languages stick easier, and complex concepts that will take years to grasp at 40 can be absorbed in months at 25. Your energy is at its peak, flowing through your veins like liquid lightning, allowing you to work longer, recover faster, and push harder than you ever will again. Your responsibilities are at their lightest. No mortgage weighing you down, no kids demanding your attention, no aging parents needing care, giving you the freedom to take risks that later decades won't allow. Yet, millions of people spend these golden years consuming other people's highlight reels instead of creating their own masterpiece. They binge-watch series while their dreams collect dust. They scroll through social media while their potential withers away. They live vicariously through influencers instead of becoming the person others want to follow. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you do with it. Talent without action is just wishful thinking, wrapped in pretty dreams. Intelligence without application is just another form of entertainment. Dreams without deadlines are just fantasies that make you feel good while keeping you stuck in the same place year after year. Your 20s are when dreams either take flight or die from neglect, when potential either transforms into power or evaporates into regret. Every successful person you admire was building something in their 20s when their peers were partying away their futures. Warren Buffett was reading annual reports while his friends were reading comic books. Oprah was hustling in television while others were complaining about their jobs. Steve Jobs was building Apple in a garage while his generation was getting high and hoping for the best. Every master was practicing their craft when others were procrastinating on Netflix. Every leader was learning, growing, and failing forward when others were lounging in the comfort of mediocrity. The entertainment industry wants to keep you distracted because they profit from your wasted time, your shortened attention span, your addiction to instant gratification. They've turned your 20s into a decade of consumption instead of creation, of following instead of leading, of watching instead of doing. They want you sedated with content so you won't become competition. Your 30s will judge how you spent your 20s with the harsh clarity that only hindsight provides. Your 40s will inherit what your 20s created, either a foundation of skills, relationships, and achievements, or a desert of missed opportunities and could-have-beens. Your future success is being written right now in the small choices you make when no one is watching, in the discipline you show when motivation fails, in the standards you set when settling would be easier. But this isn't about perfection, it's about intention. It's about understanding that small actions repeated over time create extraordinary results that seem like magic to those who didn't see the daily work. Reading for 30 minutes a day instead of scrolling. Learning one new skill every quarter instead of making excuses. Building one meaningful relationship each month instead of collecting followers. Taking one step toward your dreams every single day instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Don't let your 20s be a decade you look back on with the bitter taste of regret. Your 20s are not a waiting room for your real life to begin. This is your real life. This is your time. This is your chance. Number 4, keeping toxic people around. You think loyalty means staying. You think love means enduring. You think friendship means accepting poison disguised as companionship. But some of the people closest to you are slowly murdering your peace. One conversation at a time, one criticism at a time, one manipulation at a time. Toxic people are emotional vampires who feed on your energy and leave you spiritually anemic. They disguise their cruelty as honesty, calling their attacks just being real. They wrap their manipulation in the language of care, saying, "I'm only telling you this because I love you," while they systematically destroy your confidence. They turn their chaos into your excitement, their drama into your entertainment, their problems into your responsibility. You keep them around because you're terrified of being alone, not realizing that being surrounded by the wrong people is the loneliest feeling in the world. You're drowning in a sea of relationships that steal your joy instead of adding to it. You're suffocating in connections that demand everything from you while giving you nothing but heartache in return. These people don't accidentally hurt you. They strategically diminish you. They've studied your vulnerabilities like a scientist studies a specimen, and they use that knowledge to keep you small. They celebrate your failures with hidden smiles and minimize your victories with calculated comments. They plant seeds of doubt in your mind and water them with daily criticism until your self-worth withers away. The most dangerous toxic people are those who love you just enough to keep you hooked, but hurt you just enough to keep you desperate. They give you crumbs of affection and call it a feast. They offer you conditional love that comes with a price tag, your freedom, your dreams, your peace of mind, and call it loyalty. They've convinced you that their mood is your responsibility, that their happiness is your job, that their problems are your fault. They've made you the manager of their emotions, while they take no accountability for how their actions affect yours. You walk on eggshells in your own life, constantly adjusting your behavior to avoid their explosions. Your energy is sacred. Your peace is priceless. Your mental health is not a sacrifice you should make to keep someone else comfortable in their dysfunction. The people in your life should add chapters to your story, not edit it into something unrecognizable. They should celebrate your growth, not sabotage it. Cutting toxic people out isn't cruel, it's courageous. It's not abandonment, it's self-preservation. It's not giving up on them, it's refusing to give up on yourself. Sometimes love looks like walking away from people who are determined to destroy what you're trying to build. You deserve relationships that heal your wounds, not create new ones. You deserve people who celebrate your light instead of trying to dim it. You deserve love that lifts you up instead of tearing you down. You deserve friends who want to see you win, not people who secretly hope you lose. Stop watering dead flowers. Stop trying to save people who are drowning you. Stop setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. Your life is too precious to be collateral damage in someone else's unhealed trauma. Number 5. Refusing discipline. Freedom without discipline is just chaos with a prettier name. You think structure is a prison, but the lack of it is the real cage that traps you in mediocrity. You think discipline steals your joy, but undisciplined living steals your future one lazy choice at a time. Every successful person you admire has made discipline their closest friend and most trusted advisor. They've learned that the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. They choose temporary discomfort over permanent disappointment. They embrace the sting of growth over the ache of stagnation. You want the results that disciplined people get, but you want to live like undisciplined people do. You want the sculpted body of someone who exercises religiously while living like someone who treats their couch like an altar. You want the financial success of someone who saves and invests consistently while expecting money to fall from the sky into your unprepared hands. You want the expertise of someone who practices daily while hoping talent alone will carry you to greatness. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about self-respect. It's about keeping sacred promises to yourself. It's about treating your future self as someone you actually care about instead of a stranger you'll never meet. It's about understanding that every choice you make is either building the life you want or destroying the life you could have. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're stealing from tomorrow's version of yourself. Every time you hit snooze instead of getting up to chase your dreams, you're teaching yourself that your goals aren't worth temporary discomfort. Every time you choose easy over necessary, you're building a life you don't actually want to live, but feel powerless to change. The undisciplined life looks fun from the outside. Sleeping in, eating whatever you want, doing what feels good in the moment. But it's torture on the inside. It's the slow agony of watching opportunities pass by while you remain unprepared. It's the quiet desperation of knowing you're capable of more, but being unwilling to do what it takes. It's the hollow feeling of reaching the end of another day with nothing to show for the time you can never get back. Society profits from your lack of discipline. They want you distracted, comfortable and consuming. They want you addicted to instant gratification because disciplined people are harder to control. Disciplined people build wealth instead of just spending it. Disciplined people create instead of just consuming. Disciplined people lead instead of just following. Discipline creates freedom. The freedom to pursue your dreams because you've built the skills to achieve them. The freedom to say no to things that don't matter because you've said yes to things that do. The freedom to live on your own terms because you've done the work to earn that right. Start small, but start today. Keep one promise to yourself and then another. Build the muscle of self-trust, one choice at a time. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about showing up for yourself even when motivation has left the building. Your future is being built or destroyed by your daily habits. The question isn't whether you have time for discipline, it's whether you have time for the regret that comes without it. Number 6. Thinking money doesn't matter. You've been taught that wanting money makes you shallow, that caring about wealth makes you greedy, that financial success somehow corrupts your pure and noble soul. But this beautiful lie is keeping you trapped in a cage of noble poverty, where you suffer with dignity while the world passes you by. Money isn't the root of all evil. The lack of it is the root of stress, limitation, and broken dreams. Money doesn't buy happiness, but poverty certainly steals it, one unpaid bill at a time. Financial struggle doesn't build character, it builds anxiety that gnaws at your peace, sleepless nights that steal your rest, and relationships strained by the constant weight of worry. You think money doesn't matter until your car breaks down and you can't afford to fix it, leaving you stranded and dependent. You think money doesn't matter until someone you love desperately needs medical care you can't provide, and you have to watch them suffer while you feel helpless. You think money doesn't matter until you're 65 with no savings, depending on others for your survival, having become a burden instead of a blessing. Money is freedom disguised as paper and digits. It's the freedom to choose your work based on passion instead of desperation. It's the freedom to help others without sacrificing yourself. It's the freedom to say no to opportunities that drain your soul and yes to ones that feed it. It's the freedom to travel, to learn, to experience life instead of just surviving it. The wealthy understand that money is a tool, not a master. They use it to build the life they want, instead of being used by the lack of it. They've learned that being broke doesn't make you spiritual, it just makes you broke, stressed, and limited in your ability to serve others. The education system deliberately keeps you financially illiterate because they want workers, not wealth builders. They want people who trade time for money instead of creating systems that generate wealth while they sleep. They want consumers who spend their entire lives making other people rich instead of creators who build their own empires. Your relationship with money is a mirror of your relationship with yourself. If you don't think you deserve wealth, you'll sabotage every opportunity to create it. If you believe money is evil, you'll push away the very thing that could set you free. If you think rich people are bad, you'll make sure you never become one. Money amplifies who you already are. It doesn't change you, it reveals you. If you're generous with little, money makes you more generous. If you're kind with nothing, money makes your kindness more powerful. If you're selfish and cruel, money will make those traits more visible. The money isn't the problem, your character is the variable. Financial freedom isn't about greed, it's about options. It's about being able to choose love over fear, purpose over paycheck, impact over income. It's about having enough resources to focus on what truly matters instead of being constantly distracted by survival. Stop apologizing for wanting financial freedom. Stop feeling guilty for desiring abundance. Start learning how to create wealth, how to manage money, how to make it work for you instead of against you. Your life is not happening to you, it's responding to you. Every choice you make is a vote for the person you're becoming. Every habit you build is a brick in the foundation of your future. These 6 mistakes aren't just problems, they're opportunities in disguise. They're chances to wake up before it's too late. They're invitations to choose differently, to live intentionally, to become the architect of your own destiny. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to change everything at once, but you do have to start. Pick one mistake that hit you the hardest and commit to doing something different today. Your future self is watching, hoping, waiting for you to make the choice that changes everything. Remember, successful people aren't born different, they just make different choices. They see the same traps, but choose to step around them. They face the same temptations, but choose long-term joy over short-term pleasure. Your dreams are not too big. Your goals are not impossible. Your transformation is not too late. But it will require you to stop making excuses and start making moves. Hit that like button if this opened your eyes. Share this with someone who needs to see it. Subscribe because your journey is just beginning, and I want to walk with you every step of the way. Your future starts now. Make it count.